Joe, when you run your offense on one side of the floor and there's nothing there, you have to go. I say, Joe, when you run your offense on one side of the floor and there's nothing there, you have to go. I say, Joe, when you run your offense on one side of the floor and there's nothing there, you have to go. I say, Joe, when you run your offense on one side of the floor and there's nothing there, you have to go. I say, Joe, when you run your offense on one side of the floor and there's nothing there, you have to go.
What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. I'm trying to figure out why Mongo Slade, aka James Harden, still has fanboys, man. I'm lost. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, everywhere he goes, he puts up meaningless regular season games. It's, as far as stats against bum-ass teams. When it's time for him to step up as a supposed elite all-time scorer against the top teams in the NBA, with almost no exceptions, he fails. I don't get it. And he puts up a lot of empty stats. Yeah, it looks good. 23.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 11.5 assists, whatever the total is. It looks good. And that's what he wants. He wants to be able to be the system, as he's saying, put up numbers. But the system, as Mongo Slade claims to be, is not very efficient. He's only shooting 35.5% from the floor. He only shoots 27% from downtown this year. He's averaging a gang of turnovers, almost 7 a game. He had 5 last night, including a turnover, which was I wouldn't say a lob, but it was an inbound semi-lob, I guess you would call it. It was a long inbound pass. I gotta call it that. That essentially ended up being intercepted and was the deciding factor in the game. Once again, Mongo Slade shot terrible, like shit, 6 of 18 from the floor. But people are going to focus on that for some reason. For some reason, he gets all these magical passes. And like I said, he's going for another turnover crown. The only reason why he doesn't lead the NBA in turnovers is because Trae Young has played in more games. But Trae Young, who's another dude who's on my radar, another guy who gets to, have carte blanche when it comes to putting up empty stats, turn the ball over every fucking where, nobody holds him accountable. I'm sick of only 1 or 2 guys being held accountable for turning the ball over or having, high turnover rates, while these other dudes who ain't won nothing, they get all these passes. You know what I'm saying? They get all these passes because they can knock down the 3. But they can't do it when it really matters, though. They don't matter, though, As long as you be a front runner. That's what the NBA is full of, just a bunch of front runners. And by the way, when the Clippers going to win at home? When they going to get a game at home? They open up this new arena and have not done nothing yet. They can't seem to win it into it, which doesn't make any difference from what it was at Crypto or Staples. They couldn't win there either. All that money built into, construct this new stadium for them because they don't want to be in the shadow of the Lakers. And as bad as the Lakers, aka the Fakers, are, the Clippers are still pretenders. You got Kawhi Leonard cheating the game. You know what I'm saying? Just robbing the Clippers of money. The Clippers front office is a bunch of damn idiots. They're a loser organization. Steve Ballmer should sell the goddamn team. And James Harden has been another goddamn NBA fraud. Just stealing millions from the NBA. They're stealing millions, man. This guy ain't no goddamn superstar player. We already know how this is going to play out. The Clippers are going to probably go. I give them 35 and 47. I give them 35 and 47. They're not going to make the play-in. Kawhi Leonard is either going to get traded after the season, or I can't see them sustaining this after this year. I can't see it. Hell, they might even try to trade him at the All-Star break, but I suspect what they're going to do is, I think what they're going to do is they're going to bring him back, you know what I'm saying, make sure he's really healthy, and make sure that he plays very well. They're going to manage his minutes and have him not play the second of back-to-back. They're going to try to bring up his market value as much as possible. And I suspect that either during the All-Star break or after the season, because they're going to shut him down, just as a preventive measure against injury. They're going to shut him down because they ain't going no motherfucker where. And they're going to trade his ass in the offseason to some fool-ass franchise, probably the goddamn Bulls with my luck. With my luck, the Bucks going to get Kawhi Leonard and keep Josh Giddey diddling ass, or giddling, I should say. And James Harden is going to be over there padding his numbers, playing on a bad team, because he don't care about winning, man. James Harden don't give a fuck about winning. All he care about is putting up his numbers. All he cares about is solo achievements, man. Remember, that's why he pitched a bit so much about not winning the MVP in 2016. And, not winning the MVP when Giannis was winning it. He cares about individual awards, man. That's all he cares about. Individual awards and the bag. Now, I don't blame him about the bag. I don't. But, and look, I read some stuff about James Harden. He does some good stuff off the court, man. He does. Margot Slade does good things off the court, man. But, you just can't ignore. We can't ignore what we see out there on the court, man. The guy's a choke artist, man. He is. He's a choke artist, man. It's a long history of this. We don't have to rehash this. But if we must, we will. Okay? Remember that a couple of years, what was it? 2016, I think it was. This is when he was in his prime. Against the San Antonio Spurs. I think the Spurs didn't have Kawhi Leonard, and I think they didn't have Kawhi, and it might have been Tony Parker or either Mondo. I know it was out without two of their top three. And somehow the Spurs still beat Houston by 39 points. Then, of course, we remember when his team choked against the Golden State Warriors without Chris Paul in a Game 7 where they somehow lost the game because, they missed 27 threes in a row. Then, of course, that year where without James Harden, they beat a Clippers team. You know what I'm saying? Without James Harden, they came back and beat a Clippers team, I think, in the playoff series. So that goes to show you they don't even need this dude. Then all the years where this dude just choked time and time again, you know what I'm saying, against the Boston Celtics, where he was with the Philadelphia 76ers. He choked when he was with the Nets. You know what I'm saying? He choked last year. He's going to choke this year if they somehow make the play-in. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. It's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I feel sorry for Clipper fans. I really do. I feel sorry that I got to go through this every year. Every year.